Nerd out here showing CSGO tips and tricks from pro players that were used in official league matches in tournaments on various different maps. These tricks consist of one-way smokes, game-changing nades, wall bangs, boosts, and plays that you could use in your own game to help you improve. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support me in the work that I do. Let's get started. Maxer coming out of spawn at the start of the round is going to drop all his utility behind Ticket, and then he goes and plays behind Firebox. The reason why he does this is because he's not going to need to use any of his utility while playing from this position. This will allow extra set of nades for Brolin to use to defend ramp and palace. Chopper has the best spawn for mid, and he's going to use this to his advantage as he crosses into this left wall area here on the other side of mid, where he camps behind it, waits for any CT aggression, and kills Rez with it. This happened twice in the same game where he caught Rez with this angle. One cheeky play you can make with the best ramp spawn is to wait behind the CT's molly. So we're going to see Xiphon here go behind the CT's ramp molly, giving him a nice little one-way to spot the cross. And then, however, he's not going to see anybody crossing and peeks off from it, catching the CT by surprise. Xiphon makes the same play in a different round in the same match, where he peeks behind the molly, and Nealon is not expecting this, and it's so hard to spot him. Tees are making their way into B site, no problem. You could throw this molly to stop the plant by standing behind this doorway, aim here, then left click throw. Look at the spread of this molly as it covers a lot of the B site, denying the bomb plant and delaying it. If you think there's an Opera holding from top banana, if you're inside connector, you can do this small little jump here like we see Maxer do, and that's going to catch the CT that's holding that angle with a very hard shot to hit. This is the ramp flash that every pro team is throwing. You're going to position on this black dot while standing, aim here, and jump throw. All the pro teams are throwing this, including FaZe Clan. I've seen Robs get flashed through his ramp smoke at the beginning of the round from his teammate using this flash multiple times. Just look how good this flash is, lighting the whole tees inside radio. Crimbo at the start of the round goes up the ladder and he mollies top hut. Afterwards he goes on top of this silo here where he's going to throw upper sight flashes, positions with the line, while duck, aims here, and jump throw. What's so nice about these flashes is that it lands on top of this bridge part on the upper site. It's not going to blind your teammates coming outdoor and will only blind the CTs. Drop is going to throw the door lurk smoke at the start of the round, and his two teammates are going to come outdoor and they're going to use their classic Furia vent boost, which we see KScerato get boosted on top, and he's able to spot the CT on top hut, gets a frag off of it. Here's a utility set that you could throw at the start of the round to stop the door push. You're going to first molly it, and then as you jump on top of the silo, you're going to throw a flash off this wall, which will blind any tees, allowing you to peek, and then you can smoke off your molly. Ents are going to use the crane boost on A site, where the top player has a good off angle to hold ramp. And however, the unique thing about this is Snappy is holding the smoke for sandbags. This is the first time that I've seen the boost used in this way. Usually the bottom player will have the rifle out. The idea behind this smoke is that once the top player makes contact, the bottom player here, Snappy, throws a smoke, which acts as a defensive smoke, giving them cover to fall back safely. Or they could have gone offensive depending on how many T's were towards the ramp yellow side. One way to counter the generated smokes is to boost on this board here, which we see Cloud9 do. It's going to give them a nice little one-way as we see Hobbit get 2 frags off of it. When you're crouched, it gives you a one-way to spot towards the white and catwalk. However, when you stand up, you are fully exposed. But the thing is, when T's entry into sight, they're not going to check for this boost. C9 are going to use another boost, but this time around on the A site on Heaven, where Shiro is able to spot the ramp player, connecting to Snappy, and getting the last frag onto Valde. Depending on how CTs throw the ramp smoke, you can use it against their advantage, as we see Ents misthrow their ramp smoke as it lands short, and we're going to see Nappy hide behind the smoke towards the yellow side, acting as a one-way. A lot of oppers on CT side Vertigo have been using this angle shown as Device doing here. This angle works so good as it's an off angle that you can catch the T's first before they can even spot you. Give this off peek a try next time you play Vertigo. Fuku with a really fast banana Molotov where he aims at this part of the line while holding A when he's strafing. Before he hits short, he jump throws. Then he follows up with a nade and it does massive damage onto the Astralis players rushing up B. tabseN smokes Donut by standing in front of the tree, aims top of this square, then walks forward until he reaches the bottom of the second square and jump throw. Yuri smokes Donut by position with this part of the wall, aims here, then jump throw. If you plan on going out fast mid, you are going to want to pair up the Donut smoke with a instant house smoke. m0NESY is going to self boost himself onto Nubox, making it look so easy. This was such a sick play from him because Liquid knew he was alone on B and there was no chance he could be up there, which we see from OC not clearing it. Here's a tutorial with key presses from Bird. Essentially, m0NESY is using something called a ledge grab, which I will link Bird's video down below if you want more of an explanation. So how do you hit this jump? You first bunny hop off the fountain and hold crouch mid-air, and while holding W to catch the ledge, then do a normal jump onto Nubox. This is one of my favorite off-peak plays on Inferno Banana, where you're going to see the Furiel car one-way smoke being thrown to take attention from the boost here towards half wall, which we see Annihilation get boosted and gets the pick here. Very easy and simple play that you and your teammates can pull off. Heroic at the start of the round in second mid used this cool off-angle boost here to peek towards apartments to try to catch any CTs off guard. If you want a Molotov mid from the balcony apartments, just aim here, run forward, and jump throw. Infinite Molotovs has not been fixed yet. You're going to see Crimbo be able to Molotov porch all the way from underpass. m0NESY inside library has two Molotov lineups when Moto is smoked off. The first lineup that you see here is meant for mini pit, which I'll show after this clip. He's not going to use it. The second Molotov here, he stands behind the wall, aims here, walks forward, and left click throw. It's for sight. So for the mini pit Molotov, you'll see that you aim here, then you're going to go to the right of the doorway without moving your mouse, then jump throw. Covers all of mini pit. Did you know you could nade T stairs from car from behind this wall here with this lineup? You don't have to be pushed up any further past half wall to nade T stairs. If you're entering into A from short, you really need to throw this entry flash off the graveyard wall here, which won't blind you, will blind any CTs holding from sight. JT is going to throw a really nice B retake flash standing next to the coffins. He's going to put his crosshair like this, walk one step forward, and jump throw. This flash blinds a lot of positions on B site when retaking, especially anyone holding from triple that's holding you for coffins. If you want the perfect lineup to nade stairs, follow what Crimbo does. You're going to stand next to the wall here, aim here, then run forward and jump throw. It lands perfectly in the middle, doing a lot of damage. One of the most common ways to play B for connector is to stand outside of connector here and juggle peek it with either a smoke and molly. And Complexity have a way to deal with that with a two-player nade stack, which we're going to see the base here, where Halzark is going to position as shown on top of this platform, aims here, then runs forward and jump throw. These nades are going to take care of the CTs that try to play this position. Grim from outside B is going to Molotov pillar by aligning with the box. You're going to see him put his crosshair like this, then jump throw. Afterwards, he's going to follow with the sight flashes, aiming here and jump throw while crouched still. Connector control nades from outside connector here. You're going to aim here at the wall, get stuck towards the left side of the wall without moving your mouse, run forward for both the smoke and Molotov using the same lineup. Really smart play from Fury here as you see drop Molotov house, which forces the CT back towards the doorway, which you're going to see KScirocco from upper followed up with a nade for the doorway, doing a lot of damage onto that CT. KScirocco is going to align as shown while standing aims here for the nade and flash, jump throws both with the same lineup. The nade there does 40 HP onto the CT. Exit has a main cubby Molotov from upper, staying from the rug, puts the lighter on this corner here, then runs forward and jump throw. One of Big Clan's favorite flashes to throw on Anubis is from B to mid, which Favin holds here from the CT wall, and he's going to jump throw this flash, which you're going to see taps and peek off of it from house, doesn't see anybody, and is able to flank B and gets a triple kill off of it.
Tessa's had the tricks up his sleeve. He's definitely been watching the Not Out Here videos.
Huge love to Sponge for that shout out, and all my fans and viewers in the Twitch chat. I appreciate you all. Let's work together to get better at CSGO by subscribing to the channel. Till next time, Not Out Here, peace.